Can we see ourselves?
I think so. I think
How do we
in
look?
there.
Pretty?
Doing all right.
What's up, y'all? I'm Roy,
It's Colin.
and we're back with another installment of whatever this is, whatever you want. But before we start, I just got to verify. Black walnut.
That's the black walnut.
That's what he was eating. Right? Look at this. Look at this dude's face.
Is that Orville Werdenberger on there?
You can tell this dude's done had some black walnut. I mean, look at him.
I trust him.
All right, y'all. Wait, look, we're gonna do another. Talk to y'all a little bit more about some other things. Colin's got some things that he wants to speak about, and I'm gonna be here to help dumb it down a little bit, so like Chestnut Mound folk can understand it and all that sort of thing.
Man, that's crazy.
All right, so what you thinking, man? What you got?
All right, man. I wanted to talk about addiction today, and I wanted to take an approach on it that a lot of people don't really think about. They think about, I'm taking this drug or taking that drug, but there's a lot of things that happens on a cellular level. And this is, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, this is science meets Dora meets her first cousin.
We talking about Dora the Explorer.
The Dora Explorer, man.
Diego.
Well, what's the little
Swiper, quit swiping.
Swiper, quit swiping. Swiper's gonna be about this. He's gonna be all up in here with me, but I just wanted to touch on it.
It
Yeah,
took
man.
me a minute to put together, but now I know what he's talking about. I know what he's about.
Yeah, Swiper, the little.
No,
wiggle,
I
wiggle.
know. I don't know what the connection is now with Dora, and I got you. Okay, all right. You gonna understand in a minute too. Just hold up.
But listen, guys, I've got some cue cards here with me, and or some flashcards. I don't know how it's going to work out, but there's some very important things that I want to get out, and I want to get it out in a way that at least you can pause it and be like, oh, that's what he was trying to say.
Right.
But I want to get this stuff out there because it's so important to keep an evaluation of what you have going on a psychological level.
Absolutely.
All right.
We want to start out with the mentality side of this, because you can exercise, you can diet, you can do all those things, but if your mind's not right, all these things are connected. If your mind's not right, then you're going to plateau, you're going to hit a wall, you're going to give up. And this is where it starts. You know, that's why we're talking about this first.
And we're going to get into the deficiencies and stuff like that, and some things that you want to balance. And, you know, if you have this deficiency, you might see these things show up. But this stuff has to come first. Because if you don't do this stuff first, what will happen is you'll have everything aligned and wonder why. I'm feeling
Nothing's
so
happening.
crappy.
Nothing's happening.
What's going on?
Yeah.
It's because things happen psychologically that you have to have an evaluation on, or it'll just run away with you. So here we go. I feel like I just pulled this out. I mean, like Mr. Rogers or something. Should I? Hello, boys and girls. Today we're gonna talk about addiction.
Puppet. We use a puppet to help with it.
Yeah, the little puppet, the little sheep. But I want to start out by saying, as far as addiction is concerned, everything that you do has a little bit of an endorphin that's attached to it. Me touching Roy's shoulder just now, or me sitting on this seat, or something that's very pleasurable like sex. All of those things have a degree of the epinephrine, not epinephrine, but the endorphins that dump into your body. L-dopamine is
And
what I'm looking for.
epinephrine could be in it. Depends on how you're doing it. I don't know. I mean,
Epinephrine would not be a good thing to do right here, but you're looking. Drugs are trying to mimic L-dopamine. Okay, if L-dopamine is not in your system, you're not attracted to the thing that you're trying to do. You don't feel like doing it. It's the thing that makes you want to do it is the level of dopamine that's dumped into your system, and this is what we're going to talk about today on a degree. Okay, all right. Bear with my little drawing. Can you see that? Oh, yeah.
Bam. Just
Oh,
like
showed
that.
up all
I see
right.
it. That ain't
All
Dora.
right.
That ain't Dora.
That ain't Dora. Right here we have the hypothalamus. And in the hypothalamus we produce, point at it, Roy, the peptides, all right? Peptides are involved in everything that you do. Every reaction to everything. I mean, my shoes, I put them on and it has I feel a certain thing up against my foot. There's a peptide for that. All right. So the reason I'm not excited about me putting on my shoes is because there's not a ton of dopamine that is dumped out on that situation, but there is something that happens on an addictive level every single time. And I keep going back to that because it's very important. it's going to be very important to the later illustrations that I'm going to show you. All right, so
And it might depend on how cool your shoes are, whether or not I'm just
you know
saying.
what? I do have a pair of shoes, and I'm just like, man, when I put these on, I'm gonna kill them. Oh my god! But here we go, right there. All right, and then you excited about your shoes?
No dopamine right there at all.
No dopamine. All right, right here we have the cell, and we have the receptor sites that are on there. Okay. And we have the peptides that are going to go inside of those receptor sites. All right, the ones that are blue, I put those blues so that you can associate those things with being sad. All right, and then all the green ones are, where you are when you're normal or happy or, a manageable, situation. Now, if you look at the middle here in the nucleus, that's where the chromosomes are and the DNA lies. Okay. Now, I know if you're like me, when I was a kid, I wasn't doing good.
You did all right.
I did all right.
I mean,
I
can tell you a story.
I was a
but I ain't going to.
I was a CB student. I thought DNA was just like this big old thing inside of you. Just like the DNA.
I done pulled my DNA today, man. I was playing basketball.
But the cells in your body, okay, that's the only information you have that's left over from when you were a kid to month, okay?
It's like your blueprint.
It's your blueprint, and you replenish these every single day. In your brain alone, you go through mitosis, and you will switch up, or the cell will die and multiply over 1 billion times, just in your brain. Okay,
it's like you're a new person all the time.
Exactly. In a year's time, you will duplicate every cell in your body over 10 times. Okay, so you are not the same person you were a year ago on a cellular level. All right. So here we go. Mitosis. Okay. Now you see how, I think it's Jesus. I think he's got the halo.
Yeah.
All right.
Did he have a halo?
I don't know. He might have.
He probably does.
But
he got whatever he wants, I think.
Right here you have where the cell is sitting there all by himself, and then he duplicates himself. And then you see at the bottom here, there's 2 cells. That's mitosis. Again, Dora Explorer science.
Cell babies.
Cell babies. All right. So here's where it gets crucial, okay? When you go through mitosis, all right, those little receptor sites that are on the cell, what happens is, if you are happy all the time, Roy, that's the cell that you duplicate. But what
happy
happens
cells.
Exactly. But if you're upset, at first, those receptor sites that you're getting are from the peptides that you're producing that are happy. But the first time you get negative, there are some sites on there that will pick that up. But if you're overly excited or overly stressed and on and on and on and on and on,
you're beating out the happy side.
And you will duplicate that cell. So you will have less and less receptor sites that pick up the peptides that are happy and more that are...
It's like you're attracting sadness.
Like this. Now this is Dora Explorer for real, okay? Get ready. All right? Roy, get ready for this one, all right?
I can't wait.
This is a term I made up. Don't try to coin it. I will sue you. Don't try.
Trademark SNS Sadler Silver.
There's no such thing as reverse mitosis.
Until now.
All right, bam. Now it is. Don't try it.
Reverse mitosis.
Don't try it. Don't try it. All right, reverse mitosis. All right. You see him.
He said don't try it. It's hard.
You see him.
It's hard.
All right, you see Jesus here. He's got all the green. He's got 1 blue just in case he has to go in and tear down the temple or something because somebody's in there doing something stupid. Mm-hmm. And then you see the reverse osmosis, or mitosis rather. You see down here, he's starting to get some negative things going on. All right. And then you have the, oh man, what's going on, man? I don't know why I'm starting to feel more and more negative. And then if you'll come over here to the blue one, look at all the receptor sites. So look at all the green we replaced with all those blue receptor sites. Now, this is where you introduce your depression, your anxiety, anger, and anguish. All right? I don't know about you, but right here, right there, you're gonna be creating a lot of lions. All right, you're gonna be stressed out right there. You're not gonna be able. You're not even gonna be receptive to like trying to do anything that's positive. Right.
That looks just like the dude I saw in traffic this morning. He looked just like that.
And the same
That's
dude tried to run me off the road. He got
was
mad.
just a little circle too. He wasn't even had no long arms or legs or nothing. He just a little circle.
I pulled out. He pulled out in front of me and then tried to run me off the road, and it was my fault. And I was like, I don't understand. But what I want to tell you here is this. And I know you're like, what does this really have to do with addiction? And I want to challenge you at the end of this to try something. And it might fascinate you, it might not. But every peptide is just like methamphetamines, just like dope, just like any drug that's out there. It's androgynous though, it's inside of you. You're making it yourself.
It's powerful.
Okay? All right? So if you're making positive peptides, it feels good. You're getting dopamine from that. But if you're making negative peptides, that feels good too. So it feels good to feel good, and it feels good to feel bad. Have you ever noticed, like, you're in an argument and then you feel that little minute, oh, that feels, man, do you hear what I said?
Powerful,
and it just feels good.
You leave wish thinking I should have said this.
But the dopamine, that's the only reason. And it's involved with every peptide that you produce. So you could become more and more addicted to being negative. That's just the addictive side. Plus, you're duplicating those cells by mitosis, and you're creating or rearranging your whole DNA. Who you are right now depends on your actions and what you do often.
And what you share with people. I mean, then you'll go tell somebody else about it. Because it's so, you're so passionate about this thing that you're angry about. So then you're helping them create this.
So basically, took my hat off.
Took it off.
I want to come at you. I want to come at you.
Bam.
All right. That's why we don't watch the news. Okay. That's why I avoid certain situations. That's why if someone is doing their thing and it's not quite what I need, whether it's because I'm not strong enough to deal with it or that I just choose not to.
Because we've seen what this can do to both of us. Both of us have lived that negative world.
Exactly. I can't allow myself to have that experience.
Right.
So based on that, my friends, I'm telling you, don't allow your DNA to be rearranged based on your circumstances. And if it is changing, just take this evaluation. The challenge I have for you today. All right, I'm gonna challenge my. This is my first cousin, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't know it, but this is my first cousin.
Same auntie or something.
But here's my challenge to you. The next time you get in an argument with your girlfriend or someone out there or whatever, I want you to try to just step back for a second and then try to evaluate that little minute good feeling. They're like, wow, dang, I do like it.
Yeah.
Just take that one little observation for me, and I want you guys to hit us back and let us know, hey, I can tell. That makes perfect sense.
Feedback is great.
And thank you, Rebecca, Cindy. I had a couple of other people. Was there anyone else on there? I think there was just those two people asked us a question so far. Thank you so much, guys. We'll answer it on here, or we'll answer it in the bottom of the little feed. But we will answer. We'll try to answer every one of them when it gets crucial, and And
if we don't know the answers, we're in this together.
Absolutely.
All of us are in this together. So this is not just like some. Hey, we know it all. We're gonna help.
No.
This is one of those things where we're all learning in this.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But at the same time, I research every day. Roy researches every day. If you ask us a question we don't know.
That's why we can't hold this in.
Exactly.
We're so excited. Like we gotta wait a week to put this. Are you crazy?
Absolutely. The other day I wanted to get this out, and I was just like, oh, we need to wait. I needed to get this out tonight. There was a lot going on down at the gym. We came up to the house, and we just had to get this out there.
Had some black walnut. Got crazy up in here.
Black walnut.
Black walnut got crazy.
Orville Redenbacher. Look at him.
Bam. Just
Boom.
like that. That's a party. And look, I got to tell you this, too. While we're at we were at the gym. They were playing Christmas music. I'm just going to tell you, I think I feel confident speaking for Colin and myself.
Speak for me.
Nothing will get you pumped up like some chestnuts roasting over an open fire,
oh, my
baby.
God, man.
Bing Crosby, son.
Ben Crosby? Man, I swear to God, he come on again, I'm going to do 10 more burpees.
Man, I'll make you want to finish your last set, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Guys, please take an evaluation of your anger, take an evaluation, and to see if you could feel that minute guilt.
And realize, absolutely, realize something physiological is happening to you. It's not just an emotion you feel. These are chemical. I mean, it's hugely important. And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
We get all excited.
I know we do get excited. No, you shut up. But listen, guys. Listen. Your DNA is your responsibility. Okay. If I wasn't here in front of Roy right now, I wouldn't have anything to say. You know what I mean? Like, he pulls energy out of me, and I hope I do. I hope I do the same thing for him.
Mutually. We can't wait to get together and just talk.
Exactly. And when we cut this off right here, we're going to talk more. But listen, guys, this is so important, because before you get to your supplementation, this is a cellular level. This is step one. If you don't do this, the other won't be as effective, if at all. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bam!